No ginger beer.
We're out of ginger beer, but we got our sodas fixed, so we have ginger ale and tonic water.
Have you tried the ginger ale before?
It tastes like the same but different.
Is it like spicier, or is it more
it's
like...
It's not spicy like a ginger beer. It's like ginger ale-y.
Well, I guess it'll do.
You want to try the ginger ale?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. My list would be, you're not on frame, don't worry.
Anyway.
So I need a bottle, or I guess the ginger ale. Keep it off ice, though.
Okay.
And then 2 glasses filled with ice.
Okay.
Do you have like green tea?
Yeah.
Maybe a mug of tea. Can you remember all this?
Yeah.
Good. I like it. Do you have like honey in any form?
Yeah, we have honey.
So maybe just put like a dollop of honey into that tea.
Tea?
A spoon and maybe a couple of extra napkins.
Alright, so 2 glasses of ice, a glass of hot water with tea, a ginger ale with no ice, and a spoon and some honey in that tea.
Yes.
Cool.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And your name?
Jamie.
Amy?
Jamie.
Jamie, thank you so much.
One hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. After 7.5 innings of play, your score is Newpalt's 10, Oneonta 5.
So it's an absolutely gorgeous day, and I thought I'd get out to analyze a candle, a spring classic if you ask me in regards to Yankee Candle. But it is the Friday before Easter Sunday, and there are lots of people out and about. It's a little bit difficult to find a quiet place to conduct a candle analysis, but I think I have a couple good ideas. So within moments, we'll be sitting cozily. Oh geez. We'll be sitting cozily with the candle, and we're gonna be trying something a little bit different. We're gonna spice things up a little bit today with this candle evaluation. I'm excited, and I don't know which street to turn on. So I have to pick up a few ingredients. Organic whole nutmeg. Unfortunately, I don't have a microplane to grind this nutmeg, but they do have this like a Parmesan cheese grater.
39, place your item.
All right, folks, so I am at the Parish Restaurant and Bar in New Paltz, New York, and we're looking over the Shawangunk mountain range, but I have a very short tripod, so we can't get a majestic view of it at this moment. Jamie, my server, I told her I'm conducting kind of an experiment today where I'm going to be analyzing a candle and then trying to recreate it in beverage form. And she's being super cool about accommodating all of my needs. I filmed here before. The folks here are super cool. So a huge kudos to Parish Restaurant and Bar in New Paltz, New York. If you are in that area, definitely check them out. I mean, can you see that view? Yeah, you can have dinner and drinks. You can have a bottle of Vino Verde, sip it right here while taking in all of this. And imagine what this looks like in autumn. It's all pumpkin patches out there. So I'm gonna hydrate and I'm gonna jump into this candle. And then we're going to do a little mixology / science experiment / whatever you wanna call it, to see if we can create this candle in beverage form. Now I know this guy right here is going to be a fan favorite for a lot of you folks, but I also know and am very aware that lavender is not a favorite for a lot of you out there. I understand. We all have different preferences. I am one of those who has a difficult time with florals. But what's interesting about this candle is that the actual floral notes and elements to this candle, it doesn't have that sneezy, irritating floral power to it. It's a very sweet, clean, candy-esque smell. Spoiler alert, I'm very familiar with this candle, obviously. I've smelled this many times, I've burned this many times. So this isn't the first time I'm going into this candle. Here we go. Okay, so the question is, where do we begin? I think the best place is, let's start talking about fruit, because there's a lot of fruit in this candle coming through in many different ways. First and foremost, let's talk about this lemon. You're gonna hear me say this all the time, clean factor, and what I mean by that is that if you ever take lemon zest, whether you grate the lemon zest or you squeeze lemon zest and get that lemon essence from that lemon peel, you'll think to yourself, wow, that's a very clean smell. It'll smell like lemon pledge. It'll smell like a lot of cleaning supplies. But that's not the only part of lemon that I smell in this candle. I'm getting straight up lemon juice. And stepping away from lemon, I'm also getting a little bit of other forms of citrus. I want to make sure that I'm throwing lime into the mix. This isn't the first time I've said this, but what always enhances lime is eucalyptus. That herbal eucalyptus naturally has a very lime zest quality to it, and I'm picking up on that. Fragrance world would define this as ozone, orange rind, tangerine rind aroma in here. Dried out orange peel. This has a little bit of an English breakfast, green tea, brunch quality. If you went outside to pick some lavender and you took your hand and you ran your hand down this sprig of lavender and smelled your hand, that is going to be what most people associate with this smell of lavender. However, if you purchase what I purchased today, dried lavender, it's gonna take on a much softer, slightly spicier smell. I mean, it just smells so much more appropriate for tea. This dried lavender has so many culinary uses to it. You could sprinkle this on yogurt, you could sprinkle this on ice cream or gelato, you could use this in cocktails. Really just substitute a lot of different herbs with this dried lavender. But again, this smell is not what most people associate with fresh picked lavender. So keep that in mind, because really that's what's happening here. All right, so now we're gonna go off into uncharted territory. A little bit more of herbaceous notes for you. We're getting a little bit of cypress and pine. I feel like somebody who created this candle had a cocktail in mind, because I'm definitely getting a ginger play, a ginger beer, ginger ale play in this candle, a steeped ginger. And I'm not gonna stop there. Honey, a nice, raw, delicious, savory, sweet honey. A vanilla softness. That vanilla is gonna serve as a foundation for all of these brighter elements to rest comfortably on. I believe Yankee Candle identifies in their fragrance notes as this having a hint of spice. I think that is actually very accurate, and the spice I find in here is a nutmeg, like freshly grated nutmeg. But it is so very much buried and mingling with that vanilla and the honey, those savory components, that it could very well easily be something like allspice or some milder variety of clove, but I think it's nutmeg. So lemon lavender, folks, considered to be in the fresh category by Yankee Candle. What a spring fragrance this is. Like I said, if it's been a while or if you've never smelled this candle, do yourself a favor. Go to your local Yankee Candle, give it a sniff. give it a second shot or a first shot. And if you don't like it, and if you've had a bad experience with it, feel free, please, by all means, leave that in the comments below. And if there is a special place in your heart for this candle, please leave a comment about that as well. But now it's time to do something a little bit different, a little bit fun. I think you're gonna enjoy this. We're gonna turn this concept, lemon lavender, into a beverage. And then I'm gonna drink it. Perfect.
Anything else I'm missing?
You got it all. We have tea. While this tea is still hot, let's make sure we get the lavender in there. Now, inside of this mug of green tea and some honey, I'm gonna put in a nice dose. Oh man, I'm going heavy. I'm going heavy on the lavender here. Oh yeah, this isn't just a little bit of lavender. And then into the tea, let us get this nutmeg. Now again, we have the whole nutmeg. Never want to use the pre-ground stuff. Now, I'm trying to act all professional here, but at the same time, I don't have a microplane. I have a Parmesan cheese grater. But you know what? It's working. Oh yeah, baby. And you know what? A little's gonna go a long way. I'm glad I spent $7 on this jar of nutmeg, or $7.99 to be more specific. I'm also going to add some lemon juice. I'm also gonna add some zest. Oh, you see that zest? Yeah, that's all going in there. All right, so this is the next step, at least the way I see it. Let's remove the tea bag and give this a nice little swirl. See if you can get a nice look. We got that lavender, we got the lemon zest, we got the honey, we got the green tea, and we got the grated nutmeg. It's still pretty hot, as I knew it would be. So what I'm gonna do is take this first glass of ice. I'm just gonna pour it in there. I'm gonna let that cool off. Let's recap while we're waiting for this to cool down. So we have the lemon juice, we have the lemon zest, we have the green tea, we have the dried lavender, we have the ginger with a little bit of added sweetness. We have the green tea with a little dollop of honey. We also have some grated nutmeg. You know what I forgot? I forgot something, a very important thing. Our vanilla extract. I don't want to overdo this. Definitely don't want to overdo this. I'm really getting excited here. Where's my spoon? Let's get some of that ginger ale in there and some of our concoction. So we have our ginger ale, our concoction that we've made, and here we have the culmination of everything. Nice and chilled, ready to give this a drink. I'm probably gonna use the straw just to get nothing chunky. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. I need my sunglasses for this moment though. Actually, I think you need to see the expression on my eyes when I do this. Here we go. That's good. I mean it. I mean, that's really good. That's floral, that's herbaceous, that is fruity, that's sweet, that's tart, that's super refreshing. That honey is really coming through. I'm actually getting that perfect balance of spice. Is it exactly the candle? Not exactly, but this is really, really close. So, with this little experiment done, That's gonna be it for me. A lot of fun for me to do this today. I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday week. Hope you all have some fun, spend some time with the family. But as for me, that is gonna do it. I have a lot of great stuff coming up in the near future, a lot more of these outdoors, on the road kind of things. So stay tuned, and I will be seeing you guys very soon. Have a good one. Right, perfect.
Let me sniff the candle.
Here we go. Just smell that lid. What do you smell in there?
I'm not a good scent describer, but
Any images come to mind?
like clean, but vanilla-y in a weird non-vanilla way. It reminds me of this detergent I had growing up.
There's definitely a huge clean factor in there.
Love it. Whatever it is.
It's a Yankee Candle Lemon Lavender.
Lemon.
Whoa. I'll let you know how it turns out.
Let me sip it.
All right.
Okay.
I'm good. Here, do you want to try? But I actually think it's quite interesting.
That's good.
What do you think, honestly?
That's good.
It's not bad, right?
But it's like delicious.
Hey folks, I just want to warn you, I'm not a lunatic. I'm filming something, so I'm gonna be talking to myself a little bit.
I think you were a lunatic.
I thought you were Skyping. I didn't really.
Well, it's kind of the same thing, only it's not live, so